blinker on. No say. What's wrong? Oh. Oh, Adam. There. There you go. I was saying no more. I'm on the web. And you can see it just made the transition right now onto the 91 freeway, starting to pick up a little speed here. Pilot here is talking to the other helicopters. Oh, this is a great opportunity here to see who that driver is in the car. If you want to slow it down just a second here. Well, I mean, we got a lot of debris, I would say, scattered in the vehicle. We see one occupant, a driver right now. Body language is always kind of important for officers. If the driver is agitated or making erratic movements right now, he just seems to be driving nonchalant, failing to comply to officers. But you can see there's one individual in this car. We don't see a passenger in the front. Not too sure if there's anybody else in the back seat, but it appears to be a male driving on this alleged stolen vehicle. 91 freeway westbound. I may have been saying eastbound, but we are west 91. We passed the 5 freeway. We should be coming up here right around Carmenita, Beach Boulevard, areas like that. That's a good shot, David. Getting a little bit of rain here, precipitation here along the Buena Park, Orange County area. I know our meteorologist, Belen de Leon, was talking about some light rain earlier. We are starting to see it, and that can affect the pursuits here, make those roadways a little slippery. Hopefully we don't see anything resulting from that. Let's give you a wide shot right now. You can see about 103 miles per hour west on the 91 freeway coming up on Orangethorpe. You got eyes on him? He's behind us, right? Yeah. Great job. We're doing good. Okay, I'm going to find which CHP is handling this. They just handed off from one division to another. Might be CHP Santa Fe division. Turn off my scanner here. You're following this pursuit here with News Chopper 4 Alpha. I'm Megan Reyes along with pilot David Viskovich. We're following this pursuit, an alleged stolen vehicle out of the LAPD Hollenbeck division. This pursuit's been going on for quite some time. And surprisingly, with the stolen vehicle, they've maintained this pursuit out of LA County into Orange County along the 405, went along the 22 eastbound to the northbound 55 freeway, west on the 91, and that's where we are right now. We find ourselves in the Buena Park area, 91 freeway westbound. You can see Downey, Norwalk area will be the next area. 85 miles per hour. I'm gonna pull out here real quick. I'm trying to pull up the next CHP division. There we go. Should be Santa Fe. Should be CHP Santa Fe. Got a couple of units right here. See if any one of those are a K9. We got 2 units here. Most likely they will be handing it off to the next division here. You okay? To you? I'm going to pull out here. You got him? Okay, good deal, good deal. Are we okay? Okay. Well, this is a great shot. I'll get the driver again since you're doing this. I got you. Okay, so trying to find out if it's going to be handed off here to the other jurisdiction. I was just listening to Santa Fe Springs talk about this pursuit here. Still 91 freeway westbound. You can see right there, Artesia Freeway coming. There we go, Westminster CHP is following him. And we are approaching, did we pass the 605? We just did. My goodness, we've already passed the 605 freeway. So we're 91 westbound here, just passing the 605. Starting to slow down a little here. You can see speed's about 55 miles per hour, considering he was doing almost double not too long ago. Starting to slow down. CHP Westminster still following this pursuit. Would it be easier if you go on the other side, or are you okay here? Okay. Well, that's not going to work. I can't hear that scanner. Okay, looks like he may be exiting here. He might be exiting, David. Just coming up on the right lane here, 91 freeway. We're in North Long Beach, Lakewood area. This would place him in the LA County Sheriff's jurisdiction if the driver does decide to exit the freeway here. You got eyes on them, right? It's right behind that big rig, and there he is. Continuing just past that exit there. Just passing Lakewood Boulevard. 91 freeway westbound passing Lakewood Boulevard, picking up some speed there. As you can see, he's traveling past these big rigs, starting to accelerate. We're seeing about 72 miles per hour. At one point in the Fullerton area, this driver was topped out at 102 miles per hour. Was driving quite recklessly, considering it's Christmas Eve. We don't have too much traffic on the freeways. That only invites dangerous speeds. But fortunately, at those type of speeds, it's on the freeway, not on surface streets. Public safety obviously is number one concern. If they feel this pursuit becomes too reckless and dangerous, they could put it in what they call a tracking mode. Otherwise, they could just 1022, as they call it. They could just cancel the pursuit. But right now, they have not canceled the pursuit. A little surprisingly for a stolen vehicle. Whether or not there's more information pertaining to this that we do not know at this time. We do know there is one male occupant in this vehicle driving this car. We don't know if there's anybody else in the back seat. An alleged stolen vehicle. LAPD Hollenbeck initiated this pursuit about over an hour ago, and we're still continuing with it. You can see a lot of junk and debris. I shouldn't say junk, but just a lot of material items, shall we say, scattered in that vehicle, both on the front of the windshield and the back seat as well. So a lot of items in that vehicle right now. Listening right now to the dispatchers coordinating with other CHP jurisdictions, getting ready to hand off to another jurisdiction here. Might be LAPD, actually CHP Southern Division here, so I'm trying to pull that up on the scanner as well. Dispatchers are making those phone calls here to other agencies when necessary, but right now to other divisions, CHP divisions. We've got East LA standing by at the 710, and South CHP South LA standing by as well. Okay, so now we have, got to switch here. Hold on. Don't let me lose it, David. There we go. Okay, now we've got it on CHP South LA. Just pulling up the scanner here. Okay. So Westminster units are pulling off. It is out of Orange County right now, out of their jurisdiction right now. The vehicle's continuing 91 freeway, westbound 91 freeway, just passing the 710. You can see other units right now getting into position here. So we've got a couple of units there. We've got one more I'm hearing, there another unit trying to catch up and get into position. Looks like he is getting off to the far right lane, maybe thinking about exiting. I'm almost shooting 6 o'clock, David. That's going to be a little challenge here, please. Yeah, if you can help me out here. He's exiting. Well, I know he's not. Just passing Alameda right now. We're on the 91 freeway westbound passing Alameda following this at times of high-speed, dangerous pursuit, considering speeds were at about 102 miles per hour earlier. This is an LAPD-originated pursuit out of the Hollenbach Division over an hour ago. An alleged stolen vehicle, they tried to initiate a traffic stop. Vehicle failed to yield, and oh, so did it ever. 91 freeway now, considering it started in LAPD Hollenbach Division. We made our way into Orange County, all the way over to the 55 by the Tustin area, back onto the westbound 91 freeway, and that's where we find it right now. 91 freeway westbound in the Compton area, coming up on Wilmington. Our next major freeway is going to be the 110 Harbor Freeway. You got him? You're good? Okay. Where's 11? Okay. Bring down colors now here. Yeah, I've been smelling that as we've been flying up here. We're in News Chopper 4 Alpha right now, 1,800 feet. We smell a lot of smoke. There was an earlier fire. I was just talking about that here with the pilot, but we are following this pursuit. I'm Megan Reyes along with pilot David Viskovich here, 91 freeway through the Compton area. Next stop, the 110 Harbor Freeway. That's going to be the next major freeway. Give this driver an option to consider either going north on the 110, south on the 110, or continuing west on the 91 freeway. And if he does, the freeway is essentially going to end. If you're familiar with this area, it's going to end right there on Artesia Boulevard. Take it on to surface streets. That'll be LAPD jurisdiction. Look at this driver now starting to pick up some speed here as we approach the 110 Harbor. Just passing Avalon Boulevard, just passing Avalon at 85. Well, he's missing the transition to the harbor, eh? It's going to be the next one, right? Let's see if he let... So dispatchers are working vigorously behind the scenes. You know, we see police officers on the scene, California Highway Patrol right there, the first responders, but the dispatchers are doing a lot of work behind the scenes right now, contacting agencies where this pursuit may be going into their jurisdiction. Considering now he's going south on the 110 freeway, they were talking about maybe contacting LA County Sheriffs. Well, if he continues on the 110 and takes his pursuit to the end, that's going to be in the LAPD jurisdiction. So dispatchers may be contacting LAPD and saying, hey, you know, you got this pursuit coming back in your area. That's going to be the LAPD Harbor Division, whether or not they opt to decide to re-engage. Let's try to see if we can get the driver again. We can see all the items, shall we say, in the vehicle. Actually, looks like Christmas gifts there on the passenger side, possibly, but a Christmas Eve pursuit. Male driver right now, not pulling over, refusing to comply to The law enforcement officers here, we're just trying to get a tight shot of the driver, see their mannerism. He seems to be pretty cool, calm, and collective, considering he has about a half a dozen units following him and a police helicopter. So he's going to be approaching the 405 here, and it looks like he's going to pass the 405. So we're on the Harbor Freeway, southbound one stretch of the harbor, approaching Torrance Boulevard. Okay, so they are changing a couple of units here coming into this now. A couple CHP units are getting into position here. We got some further down waiting. Again, the driver makes it appears like he's going to exit, but then gets right back onto the freeway as we continue south on this 110. That was Torrance Boulevard. Oh, there you go. Now you can see him. He's still southbound on the 110 freeway here, about 58 miles per hour. He's approaching 223rd Street, 223rd here in the San Pedro area. So that's where we're coming up into a San Pedro. So most likely, LAPD Harbor Division may be getting into position here. I'm gonna pull up a scanner here and see if we can hear anything of that nature. Just passing 223rd right there. Can I get some air back here? It's starting to get a little, thanks. No AC, just fan. Thank you. All the South LA units have disengaged in this pursuit. We see what division this is. Oh, all of the Santa Ana units. That didn't make sense. Okay, that's what they were saying. So all the Santa Ana units from Orange County who were following that pursuit have since disengaged, and now we have South LA units getting into position right now. You can see that Camaro CHP unit really pulling up fast right behind this suspect vehicle here, or this vehicle rather, an alleged stolen vehicle. Are we okay? Southbound 110. David, I'm starting to shoot 6 o'clock. You got to slow me down, please. CHP just putting out an alert that there's a stalled vehicle just south of this point here, right around Sepulveda Boulevard. So just telling dispatchers are telling those units to use extra caution here. Still continuing on the 110 freeway, southbound side of the 110 freeway coming into San Pedro here. Freeway's going to end shortly. We'll be in LAPD jurisdiction. There'll be a couple of options. You can continue on surface streets, cross over on the Vincent Thomas Bridge. We saw that before not too long ago. So there are many options here as far as where this driver decides where to lead officers, about 73 miles per hour here. Just coming up on Anaheim Street. You okay? It's where he's gone? Okay. Still following this pursuit here, originated out of the LAPD Hollenbeck area. An alleged stolen vehicle started about an hour and 15 minutes ago. With that, I believe it was in the 8 o'clock hour. LAPD really wants this guy for some reason here in a stolen vehicle. It looks like he may have the driver may have rolled down the window here. Approaching Channel right now. Yeah, appears. It does look like Christmas stuff in there. It looks like a stocking or something. A lot of items in the front windshield. Windshield wipers are on now. Driver's starting to get a little agitated here, showing a little movement there. Clap. Okay, there you go. Yep. So now he's acknowledging everything here. He knows CHP is behind him. We'll just maintain this tight shots here. We're off the 110 freeway, exiting Gaffey here. Going to go to a wide shot now. This is where things get dangerous here. As the driver comes off the freeway, not yielding, almost hit that vehicle here. This would be a perfect opportunity for California Highway Patrol or LAPD to actually perform a pit maneuver. When we see dangerous speeds on the freeway and then it transitions onto surface streets, that's where things get a little dicey. Oh, he turned on Gaffey. Where is he? Oh, I lost him through all the trees. You got eyes on it, David? Okay. Okay, thank you. We're just waiting to get into position here. Okay. Coming up by here on Gaffey Street, North Gaffey here. He's paralleling the 110 freeway, so the 110's off to the right side of this driver. He may be setting up for a pit maneuver, which would be great to bring this pursuit to an end. Well, negative on permission to pit. Cancel that there. They were trying to get permission there, so they need to get authorization from a watch commander. A lot of liability issues there. Puts officers in dangerous situation as well. They don't know if the driver is armed. So in a situation like that, they want to make it an ideal situation when they perform a pit maneuver. California Highway Patrol is pit authorized, but right now they are not going to do a pit maneuver. We're coming up into a construction zone here. Running a red light right there, just crossing over Westmont Boulevard. Can you get me to the right or to the left of that car so we're not shooting right behind it? I need a little angle of it, whatever works better for you. Is it just us three here? Okay. Pilot David Viskovich doing a great job maneuvering through this pursuit. These pursuits sometimes are not easy to follow. He's maintaining visual here. He has the pursuit onto the right side. He's looking outside his window, also making sure we don't, maintain a safe distance from the other helicopters flying above this pursuit. We have the LAPD helicopter down below calling out the position. And you can see California Highway Patrol, despite it still being on surface streets, they are still primary right now. We're northbound Gaffey Street approaching Vermont. Approaching Palo Verde Drive here. Gaffey and Palo Verde intersection, 3 and 1 for that intersection. Still continuing northbound. Okay, that's where it can be dangerous. Got a couple of bicyclists. He's now giving hand signs to those cyclists there, so that can kind of escalate a situation there. You got eyes on him still, right? Okay, is the LAPD helicopter still above? CHP helicopter? Thank you. Coming up on a red light. Oh, just turned green. Understand there's a red light at PCH. We'll put back the odometer there. Here's a red light coming up on PCH. Blazing right through that intersection. Fortunately, was able to thread it like a needle and went right in between those vehicles without hitting anybody. Now we're going eastbound on PCH. Number 2 lane, eastbound PCH. If you can get me on the driver's side safely whenever you can. I want to see what this guy's doing. It's kind of showboating right now. They're talking about he may have thrown something. Yeah, no, he didn't toss anything out. They were concerned whether or not he was jettisoning something out the window. Appears to be a mobile device or something, a cell phone. Hey, David, can you get me on the driver's side whenever you can? Okay, no problem, no problem. Yeah, we're trying to get, he has a book. It appears a book that he keeps holding out. Our pilot, David Viskovich, is going to safely maneuver us here in a position where we can see the driver. We're eastbound Pacific Coast Highway passing Wilmington, slowing down drastically here. Don't know if there's a, there it is. And that's what he's, well, what kind of book that is, only one can speculate, but the driver holding out a book here. Okay. Eastbound PCH passing Wilmington. Fortunately, we have green lights, and you'll notice we have relatively light traffic conditions. Most of that part in because it's Christmas Eve. Here we go, coming up on a red light here. Is going to just turn green, just fresh green. Going right through a red light here, cautiously approaching a red light here, Pacific Coast Highway and Avalon. That's PCH and Avalon. CHP asking permission to pit this vehicle. They want to bring this pursuit to an end here before anybody gets hurt. This pursuit's been going on since the 8 o'clock hour. The driver keeps brandishing showing a book, holding a book outside rather. Starting to pick up a little bit of speed here. CHP has just been given permission by Watch Commander to pit the vehicle if they can safely do it. Hopefully they'll be able to do that safely and bring this pursuit to an end here. Still continuing eastbound Pacific Coast Highway, eastbound Pacific Coast Highway, about 45 miles per hour. Just coming up over Alameda right now. We're still eastbound Pacific Coast Highway over Alameda. We're in the Wilmington area. Next major freeway is the 710, the Long Beach Freeway. So we're headed back toward the Long Beach area. The 710 freeway will be the next major freeway, and maybe the driver will continue on surface streets or take it down to the freeway here. We'll see what happens, but the fact that CHP can and has been given authorization to pit this vehicle, hopefully they'll be able to do that here in a short time, bring this pursuit to a safe ending before anybody gets hurt. How you doing up there? Yeah. They're waiting for the right moment here. There's CHP right there. There's another, I think that might have been a Long Beach. It looked like that may have been a Long Beach unit here. We're on the west end of the city of Long Beach. We're getting rain again. We've been seeing rain. Nothing significant, but a lot of drizzle and rain since Fullerton. We're in the Long Beach area, still have it. Here we go, coming up on this intersection here. Santa Fe, PCH, making a right turn onto Santa Fe, going southbound now in Santa Fe. We are in Long Beach. You see the driver is has the windshield wipers on due to the precipitation out there. Keeps holding out a book. Decided to turn the hazards on. You got him, David? Okay, I'm shooting about 12 o'clock. Right there. Just made a turn here. Now going westbound. Whoops, let me get it back in screen here. We're CHP asking for permission to pit David. They're going to pit him here in a second, so we're going to get a good spot here. Here we go. CHP, this guy's going to pit him right here. Bring this to an end here. That CHP unit has been given authorization to pit. Most likely, if he can get into that vehicle as this driver is making a turn, that is one of the key point elements where they want to try to pit a vehicle, anything under 35 miles per hour. Even if they're driving straight like this, it's not too often that they do it, but we have seen it in the past. We don't know exactly what their strategy is right now to bring this pursuit to an end, but we do know they want to bring this vehicle to a stop, and they want to use a pit maneuver to bring this pursuit to an end. I'll bring up the speedometer right now. I took it off when that CHP was a little close there, so we could really see that pit maneuver. Vehicle picking up speeds right now, so a little too fast for a pit maneuver, but keep an eye when that driver makes a turn to the left or to the right. That may be an opportunity where California Highway Patrol can seize that moment to pit this vehicle. And you can see we're on Anaheim Street. We're on Anaheim Street, westbound Anaheim Street, heading back toward the 110 Harbor Freeway. Relatively light traffic out there. Got a red light. Oh, David, you're scaring me. We're good, we're good. That's good. Oh. Driver makes an abrupt maneuver here, so we're just quickly maneuvering the helicopter around. You can see CHP looks like he's trying to, he's on Alameda right now. Looks like he really wants to get into that pit maneuver position. No traffic northbound on Alameda, so that really helps them. This is an industrial area. So fortunately, we're not going to see too many vehicles right here in this particular spot. You got eyes on it, right? I'm shooting 12? Okay, thank you. I've taken away the speedometer at this precise point here. It looks like the CHP may be wanting to pit. We can show you. Speeds are about 50 right now. Once he gets up really close to that car, I'll pull that speedometer off there to get about 35 miles per hour. Looks like he just may have blazed through a red light. What's wrong? I think there's like a right shoulder wall. If you can move it just a little to the left here. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Kind of show you the area where we are, just an industrial area. Absolutely no traffic here. Continuing northbound Alameda, we'll be approaching, I think that's the 405 freeway. 405 freeway. So we're just south of the 405, west of the 710. Keeps still getting rain down here, so it is raining in the Wilmington area, San Pedro, Long Beach area. We started seeing this rain over in Orange County. We see it on the windshield here of News Chopper 4 Alpha. Those elements could affect the pursuit. Fortunately, not a significant amount of rainfall where it can create dangerous situations and slippery roadways, but right now that is one of the concerns. Driver is having to use the windshield wipers here. We're starting to get a little bit more rain in this particular area, northbound on Alameda, as we come up on the 405 freeway. How's our fuel situation? Surprisingly, CHP, they're still primary on this pursuit despite being on surface streets. California Highway Patrol still following this vehicle. This is a pursuit if you're just joining us. It started in the 8 o'clock hour LAPD jurisdiction where they tried to pull this vehicle over an alleged stolen car. Vehicle failed to yield. This pursuit ensued onto surface streets throughout LA, onto the 5 South 605 to the 405 freeway through some streets of Long Beach. 22 freeway eastbound through Garden Grove into the Tustin area, went on the northbound 55 Costa Mesa freeway, made their way through Anaheim Hills on the westbound 91 through Fullerton, and then pretty much back into LA County. We've been zigzagging on freeways from the 710 to the 110 to the 91. Right now we're on surface streets here, coming up in the Compton area, northbound Alameda, just north of the 405. Hand hurts. We are still on Wilson, FYI. Just kind of pulling out a wide shot here so you could just see relatively light traffic, if any, just passing one vehicle. I thought I saw a second ago. We're on an industrial road, Alameda here. It's more industrial just south of in the southern portion of Los Angeles. So the good news, we're not in a residential district. Unfortunately, if we continue northbound for quite some time, we'll be working our way into residential areas. driver is holding a book as he is driving. At times he holds that book outside. There we go, an erratic turn right there, just made that left turn, woo! Perfect opportunity to zoom in here, just give me 1 second. You see the book is in his right hand still. And there he is again, holding out the book. Looks like he's honking the horn as well. Starting to pick up some speed though. A little dangerous here. Let me pull out here so you can kind of see where exactly we are. We're on Manville Street. Looks like maybe an industrial area still. Light traffic, Manville, westbound Manville, light traffic, but still dangerous at times. We still saw that UPS truck there just a second ago. As the driver picks up some speed, we'll see what's up ahead of him. Now they're calling Compton Sheriffs. We're in the Sheriff's jurisdiction. What's it look like out there, David? Now he's on Wilmington Avenue. CHP hopefully will be able to get up and nudge this driver and do a pit maneuver, but he's starting to pick up some speed here. On the wrong side of the road, that's the California Highway Patrol helicopter. There we go, wrong side of the road. Fortunately, no vehicles coming toward this driver over the 91 freeway. We're going to be going into Bravo. Oh, right there. Almost had a mid-collision there. That vehicle was exiting the 91 freeway. Now he's making a right turn. He's going eastbound now. Desk, are you calling me, Rosa? Did I hear you? Okay, I assume that. Thank you for the update. Thank you. You okay? I'm shooting 1 o'clock or 11 o'clock. Can't tell if this what this road is. There it goes, turning northbound. Acacia. These trees are in my way. There we go. I think the CHP guy is going to try to pit him now. You can see he's starting to pick up his speed here. He has been given permission to pit this vehicle. This officer is just waiting for the precise moment. You can see the speed starts to pick up when the driver sees a CHP get a little closer to him. He starts escalating the situation by picking up speeds. You can see right up there, westbound Carib Street. We're in the Compton area. Oh, I'm not going to be able to see because of these buildings here, eh? David. He's in foot pursuit. I can't see. That tree's in my way. Okay. There's the driver right here. You're good. You're good, David. A little to the perfect. Thank you, David. Our pilot, David Viskovich, is maneuvering us around this tree here. You can see the driver pretty much complying. I'm zooming in because the driver is actually complying, and his hands are up. He threw the book on top of the vehicle. Officers are summoning commands right now. I see California Highway Patrol now taking this driver into custody. They're using 2 sets of handcuffs for this driver. That's not uncommon when you have a larger individual. Makes it more comfortable for them, so they're using 2 sets of handcuffs right now to apprehend. That CHP officer has a taser in his hand. You see he just put up 4 fingers, indicating code 4 right now. So there was a sign to the LA or to the CHP airship. Code 4, suspect is into custody. Let's show you exactly where this is. This is on westbound Carib Street and Wilmington Avenue in Compton, where this pursuit finally came to an end. What's up? Can you get me to the other side, please? Thank you. Okay, Rosa, the pursuit's over here. So I don't think we'll be, I don't know if they'll want us or not. Yeah. Okay, well, let me know. We'll do an orbit here. We'll get you a little bit of the scene, and let me know what you guys want. Hope I had the map overlay on. I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. Rosa, did I have that map overlay?